Hello everybody, Grandpa Knows Best here. Today I want to talk about something we all use every day and we wish we didn't have to. I'm talking about passwords. Let me tell you my thoughts on how to make them friendlier and more secure. Please stay tuned. Thank you for returning. Passwords. We all hate to have to use them. Wouldn't it be great if the bad guys out there were not there? If there were no evildoers lurking and no dark web? A world where we just enter our usernames and access our information. Wake up, you're dreaming. That's not the way it is. In this modern digital world, your username and password unlocks everything you own. So what can we do to help protect our assets? I have a couple ideas to share with you to change the way you're doing things and do them a little smarter. Now, we would all like to use the same password for everything, like we did in the beginning of the internet. Some of us remember, since many of us were there. I had one password for my dial-up modem login, and that was it. Only one password unlocked the whole information superhighway, and even the one email account I had. Later, they started calling it the internet. That was it, no other passwords. We were told that one day, the World Wide Web would do everything you could imagine, but they never said we had to learn passwords. Then things started to change, adding an account here and there, but I still used one password for everything I had on the internet. Oh, those were the good old days. But now I often hear, I can't remember my password, or no, not another password. Sites require long, complicated, secure passwords that most of the time are hard to remember. So I want to help you make better passwords and be more secure and something you can remember. Let's start with length. A strong password should be at least 10 characters long. It should contain upper and lowercase letters, numbers, and special characters. You know, those are the ones across the top. Today, most companies have made this a requirement, but the hardest rule is use a different password for each site. This is the worst part. Not only do we have to remember long, weird passwords, but we have to remember many of them. Now let's try making a new password. Here are some tips. Don't use words from the dictionary. Don't use personal information from any family member, like usernames, names, parts of names, birth dates, anniversaries, pet names, or phone numbers. These things people can learn if they try hard enough. In fact, this simple information we carelessly put on sites out there like Facebook. They can provide so much personal information. It's ridiculous. Also, don't use anything like ABC, 123, 111, quirky quaz, password admin, or unlock. These are just too simple. In making a new password, try a phrase. Phrases are perfect. They're easy for us to remember, and since they're not in the dictionary, they are hard for a computer to hack. And with a few changes, you can even make them more secure. Let's say a phrase like, I love a brown house forever. Easy to remember, right? Now remove the spaces. This is a strong, secure password. But now let's supercharge it. Add in upper and lower characters, replace an O with a 0 and like an A with an asterisk or an ampersand. In this phrase, replace the 4 with the number 4, F-O-U-R. Exchange E's and 3's and L's and 7. So supercharged it is. And without spaces, if the site won't take special characters, change the asterisk back to an A. Now you have an easy to remember password. After a large company has a password breach, some hackers will automate software to try to log into multiple accounts in the same stolen credentials because they know people often reuse passwords on multiple accounts. Now use this same phrase on other sites.
Wait a minute, Grandpa. You said don't use the same password on more than one site.
Correct, I did. I'm glad you're listening. So we use the first 1, 2, or 3 characters of the website you're logging into. As an example, Facebook, you would use FAC, or a combination like FAC, FAC. YouTube password would start with YOU. Apple password would start with APP or ICL for iCloud. You get the idea, and it doesn't have to be 3. Supercharge it if you want. I don't supercharge these. But now you have a 24 character password that's easy to remember, hard to hack, different for each site. Ding, 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 we have a winner. If you're required to change a password, add a 2 at the end. Next time, add a 3. This is easy to remember, and if you get it wrong, try one number higher. Never store any password in plain text on your computer or anywhere. Abbreviate one of these passwords. You will know what that is, but no one else will if they come across it. But the best place is to keep an encrypted software program. I use one. It is shared across all my devices. I can update or add a password on one device, and it is shared with the rest. Most of the time, I don't need to open my password program because I can remember my phrase. And since my information is encrypted in my password keeper, besides password, I keep all my important information. My credit cards, numbers, dates, security codes, and PIN numbers, along with the phone numbers on each of the credit cards in case I lose it. Also, all my bank account numbers and everything else. You can safely store all kinds of information in there. We all understand how important bank passwords are, but the most important password is your email password. I have more than one personal email address. I have one for my friends and family and everything important. This is my most important password. All the other accounts trust this email address and they send password changes to this one. If this one gets out, anyone can click forgot passwords and now my bank accounts are at risk. And I have another email address for everything else, like newsletters and social sites. Furthermore, don't use shared computers like at a hotel business center to check your important stuff online. If it's not necessary, wait until later to log in. And don't join unknown Wi-Fi networks. Just use your cellular data or use the hotspot from your phone. It's much safer. The next area is security questions. Now this can be an easy to open backdoor under your accounts. Use the same tools to supercharge the answers to your questions. Mix in upper and lowercase letter, just like you did before. These will make them non-dictionary words, and I always answer security questions in all uppercase and use special characters where I can. I feel this is secure, or at least super hard to hack. And these answers just have to match your original answers from before. So if you're consistent with your answers, it will be secure. Now you're set, right? You feel more secure than ever. Well, you are, but you can still do more. When it comes to account protection, two-factor authentication is one of the most effective defenses available. Two-factor authentication, or 2FA for short, requires a second piece of information. The second piece is usually a temporary code sent to you as a text or a message. Now, since most of us have optical or biometric readers in our pocket, that's pretty secure. My son has my Amazon password saved in his secure computer in his password program. Can you imagine the damage that would be caused if someone hacked your Amazon account? All your credit card information and the amount of gift cards someone could buy? But because we have two-factor authentication on my Amazon account, I get a 6-digit code that I have to tell him before they will allow him to purchase. This is the same with all my banks and everything else that will offer it. My GoDaddy and Dropbox offers Authentic app, or Google Authentication, installed on my phone. That has a consistently changing 6-digit code. I enter the code in the account and it is unlocked. However, be aware that if you don't take the proper precautions when you change your phone, you may be locked out forever. Now the final part is updating your current account. This is important to do now. While you do it, make a list of your accounts. If you have a password program, you should already have a list of them. The list is important so you are sure you've changed all your passwords. Oh, I'll change these later means you will have no way of knowing which accounts have the new password system and the old one. The new password you created will only add confusion if it's not consistent on all of your accounts. Now, I have given you my advice on passwords and protection. The rest is up to you. Please comment if you have any questions or you think I have missed something. Thank you for watching. Grandpa Knows Best. Please subscribe and click the bell.